All right, what is up, gang? I am kind of big deal tarot here to do a reading for the karmics. We're going to see what the karmics are up to, not for them, but what are they up to? And a karmic is any person that you had to learn a lesson from, okay? Usually they are the narcissists, the energy vampires, the people that are going up against an individual that is healing or doing that type of work on themselves that you need to progress and evolve in life. The karmics are not, okay? There are individuals that are okay with causing havoc. They usually have the spirit of Jezebel, Ahab, jealousy, envy within them. Like I said, they usually are unhealed individuals or entities that want to cause havoc on another's life, especially ones that are healing or trying to step into their divinity, their higher self, or their purpose. So we're going to do this reading based on the karmics, okay? We're going to see what they're up to, what's happening for these people. So I'm going to shuffle the cards 3 times. This is how I shuffle them. So already I'm getting the grass was not greener on the other side. They thought it was greener, but it was not. It was fake. So again, some of these people were being fake in your face, behind your back, talking behind your back, gossiping, doing whatever they could to disrupt your growth, to disrupt your progress, okay? Like I said, most of these individuals are jealous. I'm also getting with the download, okay? People were plotting this. They were planning this, okay? Again, it was cycles of game playing that these folks were doing in your energy, in your face, trying to stop you from progressing in life, okay? Last shuffle. Some people you might have gotten arrested or may have some legal actions. But again, as some of you guys started to clear your mind and relax because they did have you or tried to have you in internal chaos. Okay, this could have been someone you was intimate with. They said sometimes you are sleeping with the enemy. Last shuffle. All right. This could have been someone that was desiring you, that was trying to get and interrupt your leveling up. All right, angel spirit, high self, show me what is going on with these karmics. Show me, please, what is going on with these karmic energies. And I like things to pop out. Okay, so for some of you guys, you are their muse. You was an inspiration to someone. Something that significant could have happened around New Year's. All right. Someone also had a lot of options and decisions, so now that's in reverse. All right. Ooh, child. The energies are popping out. You could have been seeing a lot of things in your dreams. Hi, Mohammed. Things could have been coming to you in your dreams. They also could be having dreams about you. Look at this. All right. This could have been someone that was fantasizing or trying to seduce you into a relationship. This person could be, okay, could be an earth sign that is involved. That was also in Divine Feminist reading. Ziggy, hi. If you're new here, please subscribe to the tribe. All right. Someone also wants to talk to you. Okay, this could have been news that you found out about this person. Okay, for some of you guys, this person does not have a lot of self-love. They could be in solitude right now, but they did not take the time, like I said in the beginning, to heal themselves. They could have been a person that thought they was a ladies' man. This person also does not have emotional intelligence. Okay, this could have been a player. This person also has a lot of insecurities. And they are definitely not high vibrational. Like I said, they could have been spreading rumors about you, gossiping about you. Okay. They're not emotionally available. They don't have emotional intelligence, like we said. So for me, this was a lover, right? Somebody that tried to be a player. They wanted to be out there for the streets. Now they're stuck in a fork in the road. They need to make a decision. But for some of them, they were very stubborn. They did not want to listen. They still don't want to listen. All right. Yes, I try to be a disciple of God. Okay. Someone is very stuck in their ways. This could have been a twin flame that has fallen from grace. Okay. So some of you guys, it was a lover. All right. You might have made the decision to be with this person, but they was still trying to be out there. They were still trying to one up you. This person had insecurities. They did not love on themselves. You might have loved on yourself. And again, they probably were jealous of that. Okay. It might even been a new lover at one time for some of you guys. Thanksgiving, cheating and deception. Okay. And they love your energy. This person was not of high vibrational energy. Again, they could have been very codependent. A codependent relationship isn't in game playing and cycle is at the top of the deck. You also have caught up. Someone has been caught in the action of cheating or just been caught up of some type of deception. Some of you guys could have been also operating in the attitude of gratitude. Even though you were in a messed up situation, you realized that, to be thankful every day, no matter what was going on. So again, like I said, the holidays could be very significant. Something could have happened around Thanksgiving or New Year's is out here. You were dealing with, or somebody was definitely emotionally unavailable. Also, they didn't have what I like to say, emotionally intelligence. Okay, that's in reverse. So they thought they were playing you like you were stupid. But again, these people are very dumb. They don't have a lot of common sense, especially if they're not on a high vibration. So they're really not thinking clearly, okay? And again, for some of you guys, you were their muse. They looked up to you, but they didn't never want, okay? For some of them, they copied you. They spread rumors about you. They gossip about you. Now they're in a fork of road, they're in a fork in the road because they don't have a lot of options and decisions because some of you guys pulled your energy back. Okay, you realize what you were dealing with. This could have been a new lover. All right. They also might have gotten into a relationship with a new lover. And because this person saw who they truly was, that they really didn't have no emotional intelligence. Okay. The emotionally was unavailable. They pulled their energy back from them because this person was operating out of high insecurities. They were cheating. They were deceptive. All right. This could have been an earth sign or someone has earth in their chart, or you could be an earth sign. All right. Again, you have high vibrational energy here. Some of them could have been energy vampires trying to siphon your energy. Some of them also actually fantasize about you, also fantasize how they were going to seduce you so they can get more of your energy, especially if you pulled your energy back. All right. So now we're going to, Spirit said, now let's pull some. This was what's the scoop. Let's get some what's the tea about these karmics, okay? So we already know that you were going through a lot of deception, cheating, somebody that was very insecure, that loved your energy, that was very low vibrational, okay? So they might have been trying to siphon your high vibration. That's what most of these karmics do because they refuse to step into a place where they self-heal or love on themselves. They like to siphon other people's energy, high vibrational energy. All right, give me more about these karmics. Okay, now we have a water sign. Somebody is truly lonely at this time. They have no one. They're wanting companionship, isolated. They feel like an outcast. They also might have wanted this for you or have done this to you. Okay, the situation involves a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Give me more about these karmics. Give me more about this karmic energy. Okay, this person was a fan. They could not keep your name out their mouth. Again, we saw rumors, gossiping. They doesn't know you, but they're obsessed with your life. Okay, even if they didn't know you or they didn't know you, they did not know you well. So they did not know that you was going to cut off their energy. Woo, child. Okay, low key. This person tries to play, but it's in reverse. So, like I said, some of you guys found out who these people were. Okay, but they were trying to operate under the radar. They were trying not to give themselves away, being to themselves, not chasing any attention. But again, it was in reverse. So some of these guys, girls or guys, they love attention. They were not low key. So again, you got to see that they truly was a fan. Somebody, again, like now, after realizing this, they're bossing up. You could be bossing up, getting to that bag, trying to create abundance, okay? Legacy abundance, okay? So some of them saw you as the queen bee. That's why most of them was very jealous. They wanted that energy, okay? They wanted to siphon that energy. They wanted to act like they were the queen bee, but they was not, okay? They was a gold digger instead, a user, okay? Only being around people for money, all right? Primary interest is material benefits. So some of them could have been using you for your material wealth, okay? Your clout, all right? Whatever they can get out of you, that's what they were doing. That fell right under the water sign. Some of you guys could have been butting heads, but I feel like now these people are butting heads with each other. They're fighting. They're getting into arguments with other people. They're getting into conflicts, okay? They're also realizing that these people, again, with the emotional intelligence in reverse, they're passive aggressive, okay? They self-sabotage themselves. So they're getting ahead. They're butting heads with everybody else, probably other karmics that they went up against you with, okay? Give me more about these karmics. Oh, yeah, they're very disappointed now, okay? Things are not going in their favor. They were a pick-me, got earth sign again. So it looks like a water sign or earth sign, or this could be you, okay? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, all right? Or they could also have it in their chart. All right, give me 2 more for these karmics. Let me go get the tarot cards. Oh, yeah, this person was a whistleblower. They could not keep a secret. They running off telling your business to everybody else. All right. But again, they exposed who they was when they did that. So some people looked at them like, why are you telling this person's business? Like, I thought you were their friend. I thought you were their lover. I thought you were their family. But then when people started to see who this person was, they realized that they were none of that. They were also a lot talking shit, saying unnecessary shit behind your back, just talking a lot of crap about you. Again, gossipers, spreading false gossip. Again, couldn't keep their name out of your mouth. One more for the karmics. They were very controlling. Again, narcissistic. Someone that thinks they can control you or the situation or people around them. They were a general tyrant, okay? Lust is at the bottom of the deck. Some of these people could have involved or been operating on a place out of lust, passion, sexuality, okay? Again, that player from the Himalayas, ladies, men, they also might be or were stalking your social media. Always on your socials, keeping tabs on you, always viewing your updates. So again, these people were stalking your social media, trying to get information so they can go and gossip about it, talk shit about it. Okay? This person also was a pick-me, willing to do anything for the approval of the opposite sex. Okay? Willing to embarrass or throw anybody under the bus. Again, this is part of their control. All right? They were a fan of yours. They found you as a muse, but again, they would never tell nobody else that. They were secretly hating on you, talking shit, going behind your back, wishing you bad. But now they're disappointed because things are no longer going in their favor. Someone or something has caused sorrow to this trickster. Okay, they were a gold digger. They were trying to use you for financial wealth, clout, whatever they could get. Your energy as well. Siphoning energy. All right. With the queen bee, again, if you were bossing up or are bossing up, I feel like some of you guys are bossing up no matter what behind the situation right after you saw who these people were or were trying to be low key. Soon as you saw who these people were, you pulled your energy back and you started to boss up. Okay? When you pulled your energy back, the divine, the universe said, you know what? Let's turn this situation around for you. All right, now we're going to get into the tarot. Show me these energies. Okay, the karmics. Whoa. Okay, the emperor. Some of you guys were focused on your stability. Okay. Oh, could have been focused on your stability with the union here with the Two of Cups. All right, but now these people are having problems with their stability. They're having problems with their relationships. This also could have been a friend or a lover, like I said before. They're not having no direction here with the Two of Wands. Some of you guys cut these people out here with the World card. You close the cycle. All right, you close the cycle. Again, they might have been watching you on social media, the World Wide Web here. You started to pour into your own self. Again, this person probably was a charmer here. The Knight of Wands is the Son of Wands, like the snake charmer, but he cannot be trusted. So again, when you pulled your energy back, all right, you also might have gotten a new love for some of you guys. Got out of this situation, realized you could not do any future planning or focus on any stability with this person or with these people. For some of you, it was a friend. For some of you, it was a lover, okay? They were trying to play you as a fool, but again, some of you guys are going on a new adventure. You're going on to a new adventure. You're taking the risk to go somewhere else, to move somewhere else, to get away from these people, this person. Yeah, so now there's no movement with these people, with this person. Whoever this karmic is for you, it's going to be different for everyone. Now they're having a lot of stagnation, inner chaos, drama, okay? Because everything they wanted for you is no longer happening for them here. Yeah. Be in the darkness, even though you might have been put in darkness with all the drama, the gossiping, whatever they wanted for you, you have the rainbow. Okay, you're going to come out. You're coming out of this darkness slowly but surely. Okay, and you're seeing the brighter days. Okay, and these people helped you see this. Because once you got to see who these people truly were, again, you understand. Some of you guys understand if you're working on your higher self. You're always going to have challenges and obstacles when you're trying to elevate or when something good is coming in for you. Okay? They wanted you in destitute. They wanted you left out in the cold here with the dying rose. Okay? They wanted you in bad health. They wanted you to think badly of yourself here with the Five of Pentacles. Again, they wanted you to continue to have this lack mindset. Now this is all happening to them. Now they feel left out in the cold. They're in the darkness. They're like a wilting rose. They wanted things to blossom for them as they siphoned off of your energy, fed off your energy, fed off your downfall. Okay, but as you are coming out of this destitute, this rose that has fallen bewildered, you're realizing, okay, you're coming from the darkness and you're going into success. You're going into brighter days. You are seeing the rainbow. Okay? From the this is the Six of Wands. Behind that is the Five of Swords. Jealousy, one-upping each other, trying to one-up you. Again, Five Swords stabbed in the head of this bull. Okay? That's actually the Ten of Swords. So betrayal. Again, a 10. An endness. Ending a situation where the betrayal is being ended. And you're going to have victory, overall victory, success, seeing brighter days. The Daughter of Swords, you are wise enough. Again, that rainbow in the back, you are wise enough. Again, some of you guys might have communicated some things, know some things, very highly intuitive, wise beyond your years. because you have experienced certain things with certain individuals, or even in the past. Look at that Five of Wands, that chaos, that drama. All right, so now these people or everything they have wanted for you, they are experiencing. Put the Emperor card and the Zero and the Fool as the clarifier. You guys are seeking adventure, risking stability somewhere else. You're no longer requiring this person. Again, like I said, for some of you guys, you step into your divinity, divine masculine and feminine. We both have both energies. So again, some of you guys are putting or have put your foot down from this relationship, from this friendship, and now they're confused. They don't know which way is up or down. They're confused emotionally. They don't know which way to go. Okay? And they can't decide which option is best for them because they're totally confused. Okay? Which way to go, which direction to go. Their emotions are all over the place. You realize you can no longer plan any futuristic things with these people with the Two of Wands in reverse. You are no longer going to hold on to the past, to this friendship, to this relationship. Once where you thought you were stable, you realize you cannot. This situation was disrupting your peace. It was disrupting your evolution. It was disrupting your growth. Okay, you see this tree here, nice and stable, getting supported by the sun, which is the clarity, growth. You could not risk this situation anymore. You could not risk your growth, your stability. Okay, this person also could have been very controlling like the Emperor does. You're taking a risk somewhere. You're going to fly the coop. All right, onto a new adventure with faith, knowing that the universe has your back because you know you have worked on yourself. You worked on your divinity. You worked on your higher self. You worked on healing, planting those roots, grounding yourself, getting stable. Okay, you put in the work. So even though some of you guys might have to start all over with the zero here, okay, they wanted you in destitute. They wanted you in that lack mindset. Like, oh my God, where would I go without this person? Where would I go without these people? What am I to do? They wanted you in this mentality. Now they're confused because they were trying to control you. They were trying to control your destiny. They were trying to control your path. All right? Almost like you needed them to be within it. Now all that is changed for them. They realize that you are the passionate woman or man that is going for the things that you're passionate for. And you're not allowing anything or anyone to. You can be very poisonous. You can be very deadly here. The daughter of Wands. She's not to be messed with. She waits until it's time to have a family. But if you mess with her, she'll do more than hits. She'll poison you. She'll bite you with her venom. Okay? Then here with the Eight of Wands, things that normally are coming in fast for them, they're not. Things have been slowed down. There's not good news coming. Okay? Because the Eight of Wands usually deal with news of passion or fast travel. Here with the World card on top, once you completely cut these people off, ended the cycle of the game plan, when you cut these people off, again, things halted for them. There was no more fast communication. There was no more good news. All right? Now they're in a place being stuck. Now they're in the place of being stuck in their head. Not knowing what to do. How to move on. How to figure something out. because you took all that love and you started to have the love for yourself. All that stuff you're just pouring into other people. Here with the Ace of Wands. I mean, the Ace of Cups. You poured into yourself. You poured into the things that you were wanting to do. You also started to heal yourself. All right. With the World card, again, you put things into completion. This circle, this cycle. You ended a cycle. And when you ended the cycle, okay, here with the Daughter of Wands, you do have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Daughter and Son of Wands. The Son of Wands is the Slink Charmer. He's like the Knight of Wands. You started to passionately go for what you wanted to go for. But again, you could have been dealing with a player, a ladies' man, a woman that wanted to be out there, a garden tool, okay, a hub, okay. So you believe you started to pour this onto yourself and focus on your own stability, your own love, your own healing. And with that, again, you got Ace of Pentacles coming in. You got good fortune coming in. Things that are going, again, with that root, sort of with good legacy. Something that's going to last you a while. Like the tree of stability. But you had to pull back your energy. And once you did that, these people got to see, okay, most of them, because I'm also getting downloads that people are still trying to come and do things to you. Show me more with these karmics. Show me more what's going on with these karmics. Okay, some of you are very wise because you've been through a lot of experiences. This was not, but again, it might have been their first rodeo trying to come up against you. All right, so again, these people got to see who you truly are, that you are truly someone of the divine, that you truly are healed, that you truly do value and work on yourself. You truly do have self-confidence, self-love, something they do not have. Six of Pentacles in reverse. They were breadcrumbing you. They were using you. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So now, like I said, everything, almost like that color purple. Until you do right by me, everything you will touch will crumble. Things are starting to crumble around them. Okay? Because they did not do right by a divine person or someone that was definitely in their healing. For some of you guys, you were sent to help them. Here with the Daughter of Cups. You were sent to help them. And they did not take your help. They abused it. They used it. All right? So because they did that, things are turning in the opposite. And what they were turning, or what you was going through. Wow, the devil just popped out. They're very toxic. Tower and the Star. They were very toxic. They could have been very codependent, which also was out. All right, very stubborn. Okay. Got the Emperor and the Empress here. She came out on the side. You had a fallen Empress here. And yeah, they were doing magic. Black magic. Spell work. They were very manipulative as well. Okay. Being very toxic. Very obsessed with you as well. Obsessed with your growth. Obsessed with who you are. Because the Empress doesn't chase. Oh, the High Priestess. Oh, wow. There you go. Could have been the Pisces, water sign. Earth sign, Capricorn. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you got them. Seven of Cups. The Magician. Yep. Gemini, Virgo. Now they're going through, a hard time. Trying to persevere. Trying to get through the steps. Feeling like a victim. All right. Because they wanted all this from you. In fact, they when you was probably in a harsh time, really needing these people's help, they turned on you. They started to do all this manipulation, spell work, black magic. Yeah. Chaos, drama. They wanted you to have inner chaos within yourself. All right. But now they have this. Could have been a Capricorn. Pisces is here. Mm. But again, you persevere. For a lot of you guys, Leo could have been involved. You persevere. You faced your fears. Okay. You went through the challenges. You spoke up. All right. You spoke up. You said what you had to say. You cut these people off here with the Father of Swords here. You spoke up about yourself, your boundaries, your truth. You also had clarity once you got to see who these people was. For some of you guys, you got that gratitude. Was like, you know what? I'm glad these people showed me who they were before this Ace of Pentacles came in. Before you evolved and shared any more with them, you were kind of having gratitude that this happened now. That way you didn't have to invest in these people anymore. So now these people with the Four of Cups here, they're very apathetic now. 4 and 5 of Cups, and disappointed. Because they were at a point where they were very greedy. They continued to take and take and take and take. They did not even care if you had no more. But now they're in 4 and 5 of Cups, disappointment, sorrow. Because they see where their greed got them. They see where their abuse got them. Okay? This could have been like a childhood friend, someone that you had some nostalgic memories with, hit here with the 6 of Cups. Again, another water sign energy. It could have been a Scorpio. For some of you guys, there's multiple people here. Friends, lovers, family members. Okay? But right here is friends and lovers. All right? Wow. 10 of Wands. They wanted you burdensome so much where you couldn't see in the darkness. They wanted you to stay in the darkness. Okay? Now they're in the darkness. Regretting that they even did this kind of stuff to you. With the 6 of Pentacles and 7 of Pentacles, now the fruits of their labor is falling down. Things that they have invested in has fallen apart. They are no longer to breadcrumb you anymore. They're no longer to take from you anymore. They know that you see the truth of the matter. You see them clearly here with the Strength card. And for some of you, you had to stand up for yourself. Okay, you had to have the strength. Maybe some of you guys were facing the fear again to love on yourself. I feel like they are. They're cowards. They're cowards to invest and heal and love on themselves. They're cowards to not do the work that you guys have done on yourself. They rather take from other people, take other people's money, be controlling, manipulative, to have you stuck where you always depend on someone else for your stability, for your growth, for your evolution. And we always know that the self-esteem has to do with self. It doesn't say others' esteem. It doesn't say co-esteem. It don't say any of that. It says self-esteem, self-love. These people did not have that in themselves because other than that, they would not be these kind of people. So again, some of them are very upset that their plans have fallen through. Yeah. 8 of Cups. And this place is filled with darkness, spilled over cups, spilled over emotions. Some of them are falling sick or will fall in sick. Will be in a place of darkness, okay? Because now they're blind. They can't not see clearly. They're indecisive of what to do. Even though they know what they do, what they need to do, or what they should have done. Now they're blind to the truth because they don't want to see it. Okay? For some of you guys are getting emotionally fulfilled here with the Ten of Cups. That's the family card. Show me more of these karmics. Or do you want me to get another deck? Show me more of these karmics. Ooh. The Two of Pentacles. Some of you guys are evolving. You are adapting to change. You have adapted to all this nonsense. Crazy, but you have. And you are growing from it like the butterfly. Come on now. Every time I'm on here, you're growing from it like the butterfly. You're evolving from this nonsense. Okay? And you made a head over heart decision to keep on going, to persevere, to walk away from these people, to detach from these people. All right? To not let these people back into your lives. To not speak to them anymore. Okay, just because they were together, I'm not taking them. Okay, to pull back your emotions, to pull back your love. You can still love people, but you love them from a distance. You also know not to deal with them the way you were dealing with them before. Ace of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands is about creation, a pregnancy, birthing new ideas. It came out in reverse because they're unable to be futile. They're unable to have passionate new beginnings. They wanted all this from you, for you. Okay? But again, you started to realize certain things, that these people were nothing but blockages, trying to keep you nothing but in the dark. So you stopped planning with them. You stopped having hopes for them. Okay? You started working on yourself. Continue to be in a place of working on yourself. Some of them were so upset about your confidence. Okay? How you had so much pride and ego. And they could have felt like you were the egotistical one, but they were very egocentric. Full of pride, full of deceit, full of codependency, stubbornness, where they can think they can be very manipulative and keep you stuck in a place where you feel like you have no future, no way out without dealing with these people, these succubus, incubus energies. Daughter of Cups is very nurturing, very loving, very birthing. Okay? But she also knows when to decide who to give that to. Some of you guys, again, focus on your pentacles, Father of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, your stability, your groundedness, your wealth, your health, your legacy. Your independence. Staying away from these people, standing on your own 2 feet. Your security, you smelling good, looking good. All right? This is what's coming for you or what's here for you already. All right? Any more from this deck? Mother of Wands, Queen of Wands. They wanted you stuck here like the 8 of Swords, but now they're stuck. They can't spread those wings or evolve because they feel like they'll be cut off by them swords. But again, that's all in your mind. That's all in there with the mental entrapment. But this is all what they wanted for you, collective. Okay? But now you have surrounded cups. You have support from the universe, your emotions, Mother of Wands, Queen of Wands. You're very attractive. You're very alluring. You're going for your passions. And let somebody mess with you or mess with your children, mess with your family, mess with your legacy. She stings. She'll bite their heads off. Okay? All right. What is happening to these karmics now? Even though we got most of that already, what is happening? Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Seven of Swords in reverse. So again, their deception, their lies, and all that is catching up to them. All right, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, they're financially unwell. All right. For some of them, the truth has came out with the Seven of Swords in reverse. They have been, you found liberation in finding out who they were, like I said before. And they're still watching here with the Page of Swords because they're trying to gather the strength to might even speak up to you or to say something to you, maybe even to repent or reveal their deception here. But I doubt it because I feel like some of them are still in their ego. Here with the Strength card. Okay, you got out of this cobwebs. All right, you got out of the web of lies that they were telling you. Six of Pentacles, you also found balance within yourself. You're finding balance. And like I said, they're watching you. They're watching you come up. They're watching you grow. They're watching you suffice from all this bullshit. They're watching you persevere. Again, some of you guys could have been dealing with a water sign. Yeah, it could have been a group of friends. Okay, there is no celebration here with the Three of Cups in reverse. This friend group, Three of Cups in reverse, she is a witch. So they could have been dealing with a witch or a warlock, like I had in the Divine Feminine reading. Six of Wands, they're watching you get attention. This also came on the Strength card. So some of them, yes, they was operating out of ego. All right. You're walking away from these. You're leaving these people with the pirate. You're selling away. You're getting out of Dodge. That ship is sailed. Okay, you're no longer emotionally detached to these people. Now they're watching things come in for you fast. Mainly these Pentacles, this grounded. You might be getting big bank, a lawsuit. Okay, the universe is gifting you for doing the right things. So again, they gotta watch this. Wow, the Tower. There's been nothing but destruction because all they did was build a faulty foundation to begin with. So the lightning is striking their foundation as you are taking, whoa, Lord, you're taking control back in your life. Now the world is in reverse, okay? Because you have cut off cycles, all right? They have no growth, they have no change. They're heartbroken. You also might have been in a place where you were heartbroken, alienated, because like I said, you still had love for these people. You love these people, this person, but they broke your heart. They betrayed you. Okay. Once you realize who they were, what they were trying to do, what they were trying to do to you, how they were trying to do you, again, with the Sun card, you got clarity about who these fucking people are. You got clarity. You see right through them. And like the phoenix rising, you're rising above the ashes. You're rising from the darkness. You have clarity. You have abundance. You have truth coming in. After this heartbreak, after this betrayal. All right, there go the Magician again. And they continue to still try to do spell work on you. That's the crazy thing. Like, people are not and have not learned their lessons until they're in the grave. Until they're in the grave. Like, I that's what you call the epitome of stupidity. Yep, divine justice here. Okay? Speaking your truth, cutting people off. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. You're protecting your home. Also could be your spirit, your soul. You have perseverance. Okay? You're going to get through what you need to get through. Okay? But it's also about not giving up. They wanted you to give up. They wanted you to give up on yourself. But instead you gave up on these relationships. You gave up on this person, these people, these family members. Okay? Because you realize justice is here. Some of you guys could be winning a court case. But even without that, you find justice. You could also be taking people to court. And you will win. Queen of Swords here. You see the truth. You've been scorned. You've been hurt by these people. Yes, you have. It hurt you because, like I said, you did love and care for these people. You poured out emotions. You tried to help them. You tried to help them heal. You tried to help them be a better person, have more confidence. But they didn't want your help. They wanted to manipulate you and use you instead. They wanted to siphon your energy. They wanted the shortcut. They wanted the easy way out. The truth. That is the truth. Mm, I can't, spirit. Now I'm hearing, and then this comes out. Baron Samodi. Okay, now you have him watching them with all the seats. He's watching them. Okay, you guys might be very much into, what is that, hoodoo? Okay, so now Byron, Papa Legba is watching them because of the spirits and things that they tried to send to you, the manipulation they tried to do to you. Yeah, the burdens they try to have you, the fire-breathing dragon they tried to do to you. Now they're in the fire-breathing dragon energy. Can't tell their head from their ass right now because you moved on like Harpy from this player, from these people that were very inconsistent, from these people that wanted to play in your energy, play with your emotions, play with your feelings, okay? Play with your life. Some of you guys isolated, okay? Got into a place where you, again, isolated so you can think clearly, so you can self-reflect, so you can heal. But again, you still see these footsteps and where they're going. They was not getting nothing past you. All right? And they still not. You're going on a brand new adventure, even if it's alone, even if it's by yourself. Okay? You're going on a new adventure. You're juggling many ideas, many obstacles, many even options that you might have. But you have the coins and you have the apple. You have new beginnings here that are given to you by the divine. But you just have to keep the faith. Any more? Any more from Karmicville? Wow. Now they're in chaos about their stability. Now they're in chaos drama about their stability. Some of you guys also might be, scared about moving on, where you're moving on to. All right. But now they're in chaos. They got drama. I feel like they're fighting among each other. Again, we got sickness. It definitely is. Every time I get on here, this stuff happens manipulative of my energy. You're moving on, you're cutting the bullshit out, and you're moving on successfully. You will have success. But again, you had to pull back your energy from these snakes. You have to pull back your energy and start to focus on your own apples, on your tree, your own fruits of your labor. You have to be a little selfish here because they were being selfish, what they were trying to do to you. So now that you pull back your energy, pull back your time, pull back who you are, even stay away from these people. Universe is advising you to continue this journey of isolation. Once you see who these people are, stay away from them because they would never want any good for you. Even if they apologize to you, no, they knew what they were doing when they did it. They purposely did it. Some of them planned it. They planned to get into your good energy. They planned to get into your head so they can do this to you, manipulate you, take from you, steal from you, lie to you, talk about you. This was all planned. Okay? They might even went to somebody to do magic on you with the high priestess. Some of you guys are the high priestess, the emperor, the empress. So again, some of you guys knew exactly what was going on when it first happened. Again, that's why you stop making plans with them. You pull back your energy. You realize that these people, this person was no good for you. It was no good for your spiritual growth, your divine growth, what you were trying to accomplish with your higher self, what you're trying to accomplish with God, whatever you believe in. They truly were the works of the devil. All right. So again, when you know that, you pull back energy, you stop dealing with these people, and you move on with grace and honor. But still having your wits. All right, because I like to end things with a little note. Let's get some some iconic rose from the Oracle deck. Yeah, these people were gaslighting you, trying to tell you it was love, all right? Telling you one thing when it wasn't, trying to make you seem like you was crazy. You were really thinking that you were in love, that these people loved you. But it was not, it was gaslighting you. This person could have been a cult leader. Like I said, that magic with snakes all around them, all right? You know, trying to form a cult up against you. You guys were not paying attention to the red flags when you saw this person. So you could have saw some red flags while you were dealing with this person, these people. But again, you wanted to see the good in people, okay? Which always is our problem with the Queen of Cups. You wanted to see the good in these people. You also might have felt sorry for them. But all this time, they had jealousy, envy, green with envy. Somebody could have green eyes. You could have green eyes. But again, they were jealous. That was a red flag that you were not paying attention to. They could have been jealous around to other people, all right? Gossiping about other people, and you weren't paying attention. Like the dog that takes a bone brings a bone, all right? So if they gossip about other people, what makes you think they're not going to gossip about you? Ooh, narcissist, come on out. You can't make this up. Definitely dealing with a narcissist. Or they could have said that you were one, all right? But there's a fine line between narcissists and having self-confidence and self-love. Somebody needs to get fucked, okay? They probably need a good dick or some pussy in their life. Or they might have had too much. They also could have been saying this about you, okay? But I feel like some of you guys are very unique. Like the unicorn here, full of rainbows and magic. Again, always trying to see the uniqueness and the goodness in other people. And that's not a fault, okay? Some of you guys are a born legend. Or a born leader here, okay? You are a legend. You also could be leaving a legacy to your family, your friends. You're known as a legend, okay? Some of you guys are dealing with a real bitch, a female dog here. And when they say female dogs lay down, they lay down and they wake up with fleas. They stink, okay, with the Three of Swords. Like I said before, someone that was a real garden tool, if you know what I mean. Okay. All right, guys, thank you for being here. I'm going to sign off now. Now I got to go run some errands. Tonight I will be doing Leo's reading. So if any guys are a Leo, please come on tonight. I think it's at 8 o'clock. We're going to say goodbye to the Leos. After Leo season, it is Virgos. So I will be doing Virgo readings tomorrow. And I'm going to try and do some free mini readings tomorrow as well. So you will be able to have free one question, free one answer. Okay, free question and answer. All right, any additional questions will have to be a mini reading. And you can find that information out on the description box below. It says subscription. Please subscribe. All right, please subscribe to the tribe. All right, I am new here now, more consistent. I've been on here since 2019. Even before the pandemic, before it became a thing. All right, guys. So again, I'm kind of a big deal because I do it all. All right. I'm a natural healer, a nurse, insurance agent, and a reader, a psychic. Been doing this ever since I was 9 years old. Not a fashion witch, not a cult leader, none of that. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you for your support. And remember, please be you, love you. It is the highest vibration of all. And I'm out.